All right, we have purchased the Magic the Gathering Ravnica Remastered Draft Booster box. This is actually kind of cool. When we first started playing Magic, we were playing right in that Ravnica, Return to Ravnica set. So it's really cool that we took a break, we took a hiatus, and now we're coming back to it. So it's really cool that we are coming back, and it's the Ravnica Remastered set. So I'm pretty excited. I love to open a good booster box. So let me do one of these. I've always really enjoyed opening booster boxes and booster packs, so I'm excited to do this. I'm gonna open this up. There we go. Okay. So open there, and now we have our booster packs. So I'll go ahead and take these out. And I'll get started. I don't want to damage any cards. Alright, so we got our token Centaur. We got us a gate. We have Utopia Sprawl. And then we have those dual cards, Response and Resurgence. This will be really cool. I have a Boros deck from back in the day, so this will be really cool, especially with this Response. And then we have some uncommons and our commons. Token, our Sapperling, land, and then we have Pariah Shield. So all damage that would be dealt to you is dealt to equipped creature instead. So that's kind of cool. It's really not a bad one drop. Little mana ramp. Boros Elite. This is in my Boros deck. My husband runs Shadow Alley Denizen in one of his black and white decks. Don't love it. Don't love that whole deck, honestly. Alright, we have our Domri Raid emblem. Is it? I do not like Is It. It's not for me. Alright, we got our shiny, or our foil Drudge Beetle with Scavenge. Simic Guildgate with like kind of the old border on it. And we have Mizzix Mastery, exile target card from an instant. That's an instant or sorcery from your graveyard. For each card exiled this way, copy it, and you may cast the copy without paying its mana cost, and then you exile the card. It's got that overload on it too, so that's not too bad. I love this card. We got an Elf Knight token. And then your land. Oh, is it again. And we have our Grohl Guildgate. Sorry. Dogs. And we have Pariah Shield again. The difference, you know, we got the same art, but this one is got the older border on it. Oh man, when we first started playing, my husband had this. Oh man, he always got me with it with my Boros deck. I kind of miss the way that they used to do their booster packs, where like the commons, or the commons were first, and then you had your uncommons, and then you had your rare. It kind of made it I don't know, kind of had a little more suspenseful. Your spirit token, Demir Guildgate. Not a fan of Demir Guildgate. I mean, those gates, they're just kind of totally lost. I have one of these. We have it in our pauper deck, so that's kind of cool. Oh, and then we have Cryptghast. Oh, this card looks the bomb. We have a ton of Cryptghast from Return to Ravnica, but this one looks nice. My husband loved this Dern card, so that's a really nice card. He's probably going to want to put it in one of his decks, so that'll be interesting. So we haven't played Magic in a while. Every once in a while we pick it up. We used to spend so much money on Magic cards. We have a ton of Magic cards. So we used to sell a bunch, or we used to buy a bunch. I never sold them. So getting back into it's kind of fun. Kind of excited. So got another Spirit token. Boros Guildgate. I do love Boros, but these Guildgates, Life from the Loam. Return up to 3 target land cards from your graveyard to your hand, and then you have that Dredge 3. So that's not too bad. It's not bad. A 2-drop instant, counter target instant or sorcery spell. I mean, you have to, unfortunately it's just for instants and sorceries, but not too bad. Slitherhead. Alright. So yeah, we used to play a lot of Magic, and we kind of took a break. We needed to. It's taking over our lives. So we have Saproling. Got that artifact, this Rakdos Signet that adds land. Stab Wound. And man, it's a foil too, so that's pretty cool. Debt to the Debtless. And then you have your Midnight Reaper. Whenever a non-token creature you control dies, Midnight Reaper deals 1 damage to you and you draw a card. Not bad. Ron used to have an Extort deck, so this was in it back in the day. The frogs are funny to me. It's alright. I put this in Bowel. Alright. Wish they were easier to open, but here we are. Alright. You've got your worm token. Again, we got another Guildgate. Or Zov Guildgate. I mean, it's a gate, but I like the older border on it. Lord of the Void. Whenever Lord of the Void deals combat damage to a player, exile the top 7 cards of that player's library, then put a creature card from among them onto the battlefield under your control. It's a really good card. It's a heavy drop, but it's really good. Get your Simic. I loved my little Simic deck. It's funny, one time we were playing and I had my Simic deck, and Ron put out Cyclonic Rift, so I was kind of ticked because all of my big creatures had to go back to my hand, so I had to put a couple in the graveyard. Took care of it, got everything back out, and the man hit me with Cyclonic Rift again, so I had a moment. So anyway, that was a fun day. We got a bird, again another Guild Gate, Dreadbore, destroy target creature or planeswalker. You got that, you know, the older border. Not a fan of Is It. It never really did what I needed it to do, so. Oh man, I love Boros. Not bad for a 3-drop. So I like to have either big beefy creatures or like 50 tokens attacking. So my Boros deck, I've got a Symbol of Legion in it, and I just love to put out just a ton of creatures and have them do, you know, like battalion things. So, all right, we got a Spirit card, Chromatic Lantern. Ah, man. It's a nice little card. Oh, okay, we got a Simic Guildgate. It's a nice foil. It's a really nice card. It's a Guildgate. I mean, not my favorite, but it's a foil, so it's cool. Oh, got us a Planeswalker. Nice. Not bad. Not a bad little Planeswalker. We have one of these from Return to Ravnica, so it'll be nice to add it to our collection. Lightning Helix. I used to love this little card. When we first started playing, I ran a Boros deck. That was my first deck. And I went to a local magic store, and this guy was working there, and he always was helping me, and I'd be like, I want to try to beat my husband, or at the time he was my boyfriend. So he would hook me up with good cards, or decent cards. We weren't really playing competitively like standard, so he used to give me all kinds of ideas, and Lightning Helix was an idea that he gave me, so that was cool. Got us a little Sphinx. Boros Signet. You know, I'm not a big fan of these dual cards. I mean, it's cool, but it's just eh. So, target creature you control deals damage equal to its power to target creature or planeswalker you don't control. Or create a 4/4 red and green beast creature token with trample. So, it's alright. Not my favorite, but, you know. I'm just excited to be opening booster packs again. Yeah, I just don't like that it goes into the owner's hand, but not bad. Oh, this is a nice little enchantment. There's that Shadow Alley Denizen. All right. Yeah, roll through those. Got our token. Another Guildgate. Infernal Tutor. Reveal a card from your hand. Search your library for a card with the same name as that card. Reveal it. Put it into your hand and then shuffle. You have the Hellbent. If you have no cards in your hand, instead search your library for a card, put it in your hand, and then shuffle. So Not too bad if you're looking for a certain card, looking to, you know, ramp up something. Okay. Not a fan of Growl. I used to run this in my Boros deck. Just throw out a couple cheap tokens quick. All right, so we just finished one pile of the 3. Got us another Sapperling. Is it Guildgate? Blood Crypt. Ah, nice. As Blood Crypt enters the battlefield, you may pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tapped. It's got the nice older border on it, so nice little card there. Those worms, man. There's that Krinko's Command again. And that little Sky Knight Legionnaire is good. Well, I like it. I don't know if anybody else thinks it's good, but I like it. Right. The token again. You got your Guildgate. I really do miss whenever it was all in the back, like the good cards were kind of in the back. Yeah, I don't know. Got us a foil Guildgate. Got us a Dimir Guildgate. Legion War Boss. It's got Mentor. At the beginning of combat, on your turn, create a 1/1 red goblin creature token. That token gains haste until end of turn and attacks this combat if able. I didn't really love this card specifically in my deck because I just didn't like that I always had to attack if I was able. Like that one card had to attack, so wasn't my favorite, but not bad. My husband built me a Izzet deck. It never did what I needed it to do. Boros Elite, nice little 1-drop. That Izzet deck, it just, I like big beefy, I like big things and lots of attacking. Izzet, you know, it's just a burn, and I wasn't a fan of it. I like to attack. I don't know. Got us a zombie token. Godless Shrine. When it enters the battlefield, pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters tap. So that's that nice land again. I like this, you know, I like these alternative borders on these. And nice. So we have Tidespout Tyrant. It's the full art. Whenever you cast a spell, return target permanent to its owner's hand. It's got flying, so that's that 5/5. It's heavy, but, you know, it's a nice, I like the art on it. It's cool. I like the full art. So I like to open Magic cards, but I am not really good at building decks. My husband builds most of my decks. I like to beat him with the decks that he builds, but he's kind of smart in that way. Me, on the other hand, I just like to just all out murder people with my decks. So he likes to, you know, he has to build me nice decks. I like this token. It's cool. We have our Azorius Signet. Illusionist's Bracers. Whenever an ability or equipped creature is active... Oh, I'm sorry. Whenever an ability of an equipped creature is activated, if it isn't a mana ability, copy that ability. You may choose new targets for the copy with equip 3. So, not bad. Stab Wound again. Got us a Rhino token. Another Guild Gate. Ooh. Judge's Familiar foil. Not a bad little 1-drop with flying, so that'll be a nice little card. We have this one. I just pulled this one out of the other pack. It just didn't have the older border on it, so cool to have both. Again, we have Illusionist's Bracers. Kind of sucks to get one twice, but hey, whatever. 2 arms. It's cool. It's a nice little card. I don't like that that's a sorcery, but that's probably why it's a common, right? Okay. So most of the decks that I run, like I have a Boros deck, I have a Summit deck. I do have a blue and black deck that I really enjoy playing, but it's got a bunch of illegal cards in it, so definitely only can play it like at my house. But it's fun. You know, it's got Counterspell, it's got Ponder in it. It's a little fun little deck, so I enjoy that. Got us a Golgari Guildgate, got us an Izzet Guildgate with the old border. Oh man, not again. We have Find and Finality. Return up to 2 target creature cards from your graveyard to your hand. Not bad. Finality. You may put 2 1/1 counters on a creature you control. Then all creatures get -4 or -4 until end of turn. Eh. Don't love it. Not a bad card. So my husband runs, he has a green-black deck he really likes. He also runs a blue-white deck, like the Azorius deck. You know, he enjoys that kind of play. I really like to just have big, beefy creatures. I don't like to mess with the enchantments too much, so. Got us the Izzet Signet again. Blazing Archon. Flying creatures cannot attack you, so I mean, if you can make it to a 9, not bad. If you can make it to 9 drop. We've not always played Magic. When we first started dating, one of our friends and her boyfriend at the time, they played a lot. Oh, they played a lot of Magic, so we wanted to participate. She had a mill deck. Boy, we didn't understand at the time. She used to mill us out. If you can believe it. That was a really good. It was a really good, little good deck. But we got better as we went, and then we became basically addicted. So it wasn't great for us. So all right, you have your Voja. That's cool. Another Guildgate. You got Farseek. It's a nice little card. I like the old border on it. So, oh, nice. We got Liliana, Dreadhorde General, 6-drop. Whenever a creature I control dies, or you control dies, probably won't be in my deck, so. The +1, create a 2/2 black zombie creature token. The -4, each player sacks 2 creatures. -9, each opponent chooses a permanent they control of each permanent type and sacrifices the rest. It's an interesting little Planeswalker we got there. So yeah, we built a lot of decks. Some of them were really good. Some of them were total crap. That's, I guess, part of it, right? We used to go to Friday Night Magic. Ron did well. I did not do so well. But hey, you know, it was fun. Got to spend time together, so. Yeah, he was good. I was not so good. I was also like one of the few girls there, so that was weird. All right, we got us a Spirit, a Growl Signet. Nice. I like this card, it's cool. I like this foil. When Frilled Mystic enters the battlefield, you may counter target spell. I mean, it's a 4-drop, not bad. It does have flash, so that's kind of nice. And it's a foil. Got us another Guildgate. Priest of Forgotten Gods. Sacrifice 2 other creatures. Any number of target player. Each lose 2 life and sack a creature. You add 2 swamps and draw a card. All right. Burglar rat. All right, we're almost done with our second stack. Got a bird, another Guildgate. I like this card. I really like this, the blue on the old border. It's cool. We have Void Slime, 3-drop, counter target spell, activated ability, or triggered ability. Not bad. Simic, Lightning Helix. I like that card. I don't know, Boros is not a really popular, not that I've seen at least. Boros is not a popular deck type. I guess not everybody likes to just destroy with little tokens everywhere, like little battalions and things, but me, that's what I like. It's also kind of simple, I think, so that's what I prefer. Groll Guildgate. We have an Arclight Phoenix, flying in haste for a 4-drop. At the beginning of combat on your turn, if you've cast 3 or more instant or sorcery spells this turn, you can return Arclight Phoenix from your graveyard to the battlefield. So you're gonna have to think that through. That would probably be really good in a Izzet deck. Or not. You can tell me. Like I said, I'm not the builder of the decks. That's Ron's job. My job is to open Magic cards and look pretty, I guess. I don't know. All right, last booster pack of this stack. We've got one more stack to go. And we got us a Goblin, Golgari Signet, got Overwhelm. Again, this is a nice foil. Creatures you control get +3/+3 till end of turn. It is a super heavy drop. 7 is a big heavy drop. Izzet Charm. All right, Prime Speaker Zagana. It is a heavy drop, but she's really good in a Simic deck. So when she enters the battlefield with X, +1/+1 counters on it, where X is the greatest power among other creatures you control. When Prime Speaker Zagana enters the battlefield, draw cards equal to its power. So I really liked this card in my Simic decks because I would just get really fat creatures and then throw her out close to the end and really just draw some cards and just do an all-out assault. So nice little card. It's kind of nice to see some of these cards come back. Like I said, we were playing and then we had to stop right after the Theros set. We needed to take a break financially. I am addicted to opening Magic cards. So Orzhov Signet, Selesnya Guildgate. Again, I like the old looking card, or the old looking border. Copy Enchantment, 2-drop. You may have copy enchantment enter the battlefield as a copy of any enchantment on the battlefield. Not too bad, especially like in the little Azorius deck. That'd be pretty good, actually. Or not, and you can tell me. That's kind of a cool card. That dog pile wouldn't be too bad in my little Boros deck, but it is heavy. If you don't have the mana for it, it's not great. All right, so I'm opening, I think this is the second booster pack in this set. So I'm running out of booster packs. Don't love that. Got your Rakdos Guildgate, Golgari Grave Troll. Golgari Grave Troll enters the battlefield with a +1/+1 counter on it for each creature card in your graveyard. Tap a colorless, remove a +1/+1 counter from Golgari Grave Troll, and you can regenerate it. And it has Dredge 6. Not bad for, you know, an end of game. It's a 5-drop, so you put that, you know, end of game, your graveyard probably has a lot of creatures in it, and then you can just put a bunch of 1/1s on that and swing all out. All right. Another gate. Defender Flying, Transmute. I like these. I just like these older looking cards for some reason. I don't know what that's about. Unbreakable Formation, 3-drop. Creatures you control gain indestructible till end of turn. You can have an addendum. If you cast this spell during your main phase, put a +1/+1 counter on each of those creatures, and they gain vigilance until end of turn. Nice little instant. Again, it's a 3-drop, so if you got a lot of tokens out, it might be good. That's a nice little card. You know, it's got that flash on it. Flash is cool, I think. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I don't know, basic, but you know, I like things that can kind of disrupt what they're doing, so. Demir Signet. Mephitic Vapors. Nice little foil. Ultimate Price. Man, Ron used to run this in his black and white deck. Oh, man. Suck. I mean, you guys might like these dual cards. I'm not a big fan. Connive and Concoct. Gain control of target creature with power 2 or less. It's not terrible. And then you have Surveil 3, then return a creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. So they're not terrible. It's just, I don't know, they're just not my favorite. I don't know. And then your token, Simic Signet, Chrome, 2-drop foil. It's not great. Again, we've got our older card. I really do like these. Oh man, Tajic. So it has haste, mentor, prevent all non-combat damage that would be dealt to other creatures you control. And then you can give it first strike. I used to have this in my Boros deck. I ended up taking it out. It just didn't... I don't know if it was me or whatever, but it didn't really work in my deck as I had it. But it's not a bad little card. I like looking at the art, obviously like everybody else, I think, looking at the art on these cards. But I also like these, this little flavor text on it. I think sometimes they're funny, so. Flavor text is interesting, you know, adds a little flavor. Anyway, all right, got us a guild gate again. This is Terramander. I really like the, like I said, you guys should know by now, the old looking border. 1-drop Birds of Paradise, flying, and then you can tap and add 1 mana of any color. A good little mana ramp for 1 drop, not bad. Dead to the Deathless. Not a fan of Groll. I mean, I know it's like big beefy creatures, which is what I like, but not a fan. Again, it could be just me. I don't know. Who knows? You know, when we were starting out, we tried all kinds of Magic decks. Like, it didn't matter. We were going to try it. And maybe it was just because when we were starting out, we kind of weren't great at it. But, I don't know. Wasn't a fan. Didn't really love it, so didn't keep running it. Nice. Hallowed Fountain. Enters the battlefield, you pay 2 life. If you don't, it enters the battlefield tapped. Nice little card. I like that one a lot. I didn't mind a Selesnya deck. It wasn't my favorite. I liked it. It wasn't... Boros is by far my favorite. My Boros deck has stayed relatively the same since I made it, gosh, back in 2013, 2014. So I enjoy it. Got a nice little goblin card. Different than the 1/1. This one's 2/1 with haste, so not a bad little goblin card. Token. Ah, man. I don't know why I just don't love these. Bedeck. So target creature gets +3/-3 till end of turn. And Bedazzle. Destroy target non-basic land. Bedazzle deals 2 damage to target opponent or planeswalker. It's pretty heavy, drop 6. Bedeck is a 2-drop. Not my favorite. And it could be me. I could just not be using them properly. I don't know. All right, we only have 4 booster packs left. I hate whenever that happens. But then it's fun to, you know, look back at some of the nice cards you got. The rares and uncommons. Got us another Guild Gate. Cloudfin Raptor. And I like the border on it. Oh, snap. We got another Domri Raid. This one is full art. It's a nice card. It's got, you know, it looks a little, looks a little anime, which is fine. But I just like that it's full art. I think that's cool. Oh my gosh, Gutter Snipe. Ron used to run this. Loved it. I don't know why. He just loved it. And his little, he ran a really good Izzet deck. Not so much. And even when I played his, I didn't like it. So, I don't know. I don't really, I might not be thinking 3, 4, 5 steps ahead. I'm really just thinking about killing in that moment. Knocking out all of your creatures in that round. So, all right. Got us another token. Selesnya Signet. Seal of the Guild Pack. It's a nice foil. As it enters the battlefield, choose 2 colors. Each spell you cast one colorless